Good morning. My name is Clara Davis, and I'm going to lead you in meditation this morning. And we're going to focus on wellness, on the body. Let us take a deep breath. And in so doing, let's close the eyes and position ourselves in such a way that we're comfortable but not restricted, relaxed but not tense. Let us close the eyes and take a deep breath, breathing in from the lowest part of the belly. Let us momentarily center our thoughts and our full attention on the breath as it comes into the body and goes out from the body. Let us think of the breath coming in and out as the tides coming in and out of the ocean. The tide comes in, pauses for a moment, gathers itself, and goes out again to mingle with the ocean. The tide comes in and goes out in a rhythmic fashion. And so it is with the breath. It comes in and it goes out. And we never need to be aware of where the next breath is coming from, for we know it's coming from God. Because we are the spiritual image and likeness of God. We are the compound idea of God, composed and made from God's substance, which is love, joy, peace, intelligence, and all the good that God is, we're made of. Therefore, our bodies must be the compound idea of perfection. Take another deep breath and allow the idea of bodily perfection to sink deep into the recesses of your soul. Let this resonate in your being. The body, your body, our bodies are the manifestation of God, made of God's substance. And another attribute of God that's part of the spiritual idea of who we are is perfection. Wholeness, complete perfection. From top to bottom, from bottom to top, from inside out, from outside in. There are no variations. Only one God, one truth, one intelligence, one wisdom. Showing up as our perfect bodies. Take another deep breath. And we're going to focus on this wonderful, wonderful machine we get to inhabit each and every day, and that's animated by the power and wisdom of the Creator, the one God, the one power, the one presence that is all there is, and all else is an illusion. So we focus our attention on this wonderful vehicle that we are traveling in each and every day, that's called the body, and the many aspects of the body, the many facets of the body, the many systems that keeps this body functioning according to the divine idea held in the mind of God. What a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God we serve. Allow this idea to resonate in your being. This supreme, superb power that created this body as its temple and then inhabited itself inside this body so that we function daily as a complete, perfect, whole person, being, individual. Yet, we're not alone. We're not left alone. This power, this being that we call God, divine mind, super intelligence, all wise, all seeing, all knowing, is with us each and every moment of each and every day, each and every hour. This super intelligence is directing and enabling every cell of the body to do its perfect work. And we know that each organ in the body is comprised of its own set of cells that function according to the idea held in the mind of God, the way that specific organ is designed to function. What a mighty body we live in. As spiritual beings, we're loved in such a deep, such a great degree that we're allowed to inhabit such a vehicle. Let us focus our attention deeply on this body that we get to ride around in each day. Let us become more aware and in tune to its various functions, its movements, many of which we take for granted each day, but no longer. Because we now know, we now realize, we now understand that when we lift a finger, move a hand, move a foot, when we walk, when we open an eye, close an eye, open a mouth, close the mouth, when we hear, no matter what it is we're doing, it is the Spirit within. As Jesus said, it's not I, but the Father within. He doeth the work. He doeth the work. And this being the truth, we know with a certainty that God could never create anything that's unlike himself. We now know and we realize and we understand and we become aware of, mindful of the truth that there is only God, is only the Spirit of the Most High dwelling within every cell and atom of our being. And as this truth continues to resonate with us, then anything calling itself by any name other than the purity and perfection and wholeness of God is an illusion. It's a lie, and it must leave. It cannot dwell in this body, in your body, in our bodies. But we can never be any place where God is not in his fullness. And where God is, we know that all must be well. All must be healed. All must be whole. All must be perfect. And we know this to be a truth on the spiritual level, and as we become more and more aware of this truth, it manifests as body, wholeness, perfection, wellness. So let us take another deep breath, realizing that it is not us that's doing the breathing, but it is the Father within that's breathing us. The Father within breathing us. Isn't that good news? It means that we can never be without breath. As long as we are alive, we needn't be concerned about the next breath, because it is the Father within that's breathing us, that's flowing oxygen to every cell and atom and fiber of our being, keeping us in a state of wholeness, wellness, perfection, for it is the God power within us that's doing the work. As we continue this mindfulness, this centeredness on the within, right now, right where we are, you and I, each of us, we're being transformed, restored to a state of wholeness. We're being shown what needs to be healed because the Father within is always revealing that which needs to be healed and at the same time healing that which is revealed. Let that be our mantra. The Father within is constantly revealing that which needs to be healed and is always healing that which is revealed. Let that become our mantra. And on the heels of that mantra, let's look at another that we can consider. That we are perfect children of the Most High God, housed in perfect bodies made of God's substance. Let us repeat that. We are perfect children of God, housed in perfect bodies made of God's substance. And this God's substance is love. It's peace, calmness, power, intelligence, and all the attributes of God. We are. Therefore, wherever we are, God is in his fullness. So where can error or disease or illness be if God is all there is? Not if, but since and because God is all there is. Where can this thing that's calling itself disease dwell? Jesus said, "Get thee behind me." We say to this thing that's showing it up as something, and we know it's nothing in the eyes of God. And we speak to it and tell it to get thee behind me. We have been given dominion. Let us step into that which we are. Let us stand on the truth. And as we move forward into the various activities of the day, of the week, let us know that we are always under the shadow of the Almighty. And under the shadow of the Almighty, we, our spiritual selves, our bodies are safe. Safe, embraced by the wholeness and perfection that is God. Let us go into the silence for a few moments and ponder these ideas. And in the silence, I invite you to allow these ideas to wash over you, cleansing, renewing, purifying, and restoring in the silence. as we come back to this place, having allowed these ideas to wash over us, let us be mindful of the words of the Master Teacher Jesus said, "Those who have eyes, let them see, and those who have ears, let them hear." Let us see with our spiritual eyes, and let us hear with our spiritual ears that the God, the only God, the one perfect supreme being, the all-powerful, all-wise, all-knowing, all-seeing, ever-present God is forever with us, embracing us, leading us, guiding us to higher states of consciousness, to higher levels of livingness, to greater awareness of wholeness and perfection. And let us be keenly aware that we are children of the Most High God, dwelling in perfect bodies, bodies that are made of God's substance. And as such, there is only love, only peace, only joy, only wholeness, only intelligence. And as we ponder these thoughts, these ideas, the body responds with a greater degree of happiness, mobility, flexibility, greater degree of gratitude. And all of these compile what we know to be wellness and wholeness. And as we conclude this meditation, I lovingly invite you to move forward into the remainder of this day, into the upcoming week, knowing that you are surrounded. We, each of us, we're surrounded by the peace, the love, the allness of God. And as such, all is well. And so it is. Amen.